Dear children, now let us discuss methods of training. Methods of training are very significant for the improvement or enhancement of physical fitness of sports persons. So, an old German proverb says, many roads lead to Rome. In other words, we are having many ways lead to the aim or destination. In the same way, there are various methods of training which enhance the physical fitness of sports persons. So, the various methods of training are repetition method, continuous method, fartlek training method, and interval training method. So let us discuss repetition method. Repetition method is a form of training similar to interval training used by runners, swimmers, cyclists, and other sports persons. It differs from interval training in the length of the work interval and the amount of recovery between repetitions. So, for runners, it comprises of running a given distance in a predetermined time with almost complete rest and recovery in the form of walking after each run. So, as a matter of fact, in repetition method, an activity is performed with pauses or intervals of complete recovery. There can be some variation of this method, such as competitions and trials, playing or combating at very high intensity, but with pauses of complete recovery. So, what are the advantages of repetition method? This method of training helps in the development of neuromuscular coordination. It also helps in the development of muscle hypertrophy and lactic acid tolerance power. It also helps in the improvement of speed abilities, maximum strength, and explosive power. It improves speed and speed endurance. In fact, endurance athletes require speed for the start and final phases of the competition as well as for the immediate sports. It also improves fast pack and stores. It also improves glycolytic processes. Next is continuous method. Continuous method is one of the best methods of improving endurance. In this method, an exercise is performed for a long duration without any break. In this method, intensity remains low because the exercise is done for a longer period. Cross-country race is the best example of continuous method. In this method, the rate of heartbeat remains in between 140 to 160 beats per minute. The total duration of the exercise should not be less than 30 minutes. The duration of exercise can be increased according to the endurance ability of the sports person or athlete. So advantages: it increases glycogen in muscles and liver. It increases the number and size of mitochondria. It also increases the efficiency of heart and lungs. It improves willpower and makes the individual well determined under the condition of fatigue. For better result, intensity can be increased. It makes the individual self-disciplined and self-confident. It is very good for aerobic fitness, and it is best to elevate the extra fat of body. So, what are the disadvantages? An athlete who performs the training may find it very boring. No doubt it improves aerobic fitness, but it does very little for anaerobic fitness. Sports person who require sprints and quick bursts of speed such as football and hockey etc. do not get much benefit from this training. Next is fartlek training method. So, Gösta Holmér developed fartlek training in 1937. The word fartlek, which is a Swedish word, means speed play. It is such training method that blends continuous training with interval training. This training method lays emphasis on both the aerobic and anaerobic systems. In this method, pace or speed is not pre-planned, so it is left up to the individual. He can change his speed according to the surroundings. So the duration of training depends upon the experience of athlete, but most probably it lasts a minimum of 45 minutes. It can vary from aerobic walking to anaerobic sprinting. So an example of this training is that warm up, jogging or slow running 5 to 10 minutes, steady heart speed for 1.5 to 2.5 kilometer, recovery, rapid walking for at least 5 minutes, start of speed work, easy running between sprints of about 50 to 60 meters, repeated until a little tired, easy running with 3 or 4 quick steps now and then, full speed uphill for 175 to 200 meters, fast pace for 1 minute. So, what is the advantages? It keeps the heart rate of following an athlete to get good cardiovascular endurance. It is good for aerobic and anaerobic fitness. That is why it makes an athlete a better sprinter and a better long distance runner. Due to sprinting intervals, it makes the body versatile. It is not rigid but flexible in nature. A number of athletes can take part in the training simultaneously. It is easily adaptable to the athlete. And for this, no equipment is required. Disadvantages: it is difficult to see how hard the trainee is making effort. Sometimes the athlete is likely to drop effort. It may cause accidents because it is not pre-planned. An appropriate check on trainings cannot be maintained. And next one is interval training method. It is a training of heart through endurance training. If you run, your heart beats at a faster rate. So the example is 400 meter race, 200 meter race it is used. So in fact the training method is based upon the effort and recovery. So it is adjusted according to the efficiency of athlete. The load can be increased by reducing the recovery period or by increasing the workout. For an athlete of 400 meter, following examples can be applicable for the training. 400 meter race with 80% speed, walking or jogging until his heart rate comes down 120 to 140 approximately. 400 meter race with 80% speed. Now, advantages: more workout can be performed in short duration. It is more beneficial for respiratory and circulatory system, and they can be trained both at the same time. The progress of the athlete can be measured easily. It gives a better result in a short time. It means an athlete achieves his peak performance in a short time. Athlete gets fair judgment easily. So what are the disadvantages? Top performers comes before competition and cannot remain up to the competition time. there are more chances of injuries. Regular training can lead to the heart diseases. It can cause pain, so high motivation is required to perform this training. It increases the risk of overtraining more than most of the exercises. So dear children, it is up to today, up to this period. So we have completed a lot. Thank you.